What's going on, guys? It's Tord here, and I've had a couple people request to see what I use, what I like to roll with, and I figured I might as well just do a create a class show and show you guys what I actually use. So let's get into it. To begin, I use the ACR. It's a main gun for everybody. I like to use it most just because it's not too bad with the recoil, and you can shoot people close and far range. Of course, you're going to get outgunned close range more times than not from a MP7 or a P90 or even a PP90. But I do like using the ACI because it's mobile assault rifle, and it is used a lot. And I seem to outgun people that have the ACR, so I know a lot of people roll with the ACR, and so it's easy for me to get more kills with it than another weapon just because I shoot further range. But I roll with the red dot and focus on it, and in all these classes you'll see the 44 Magnum with tactical knife just because of GB setup. I don't like using machine pistols just because I want to get the feel for game battles, and if I'm rolling with machine pistols and trying to pull those out, they are a little bit slower, and they are more damaged than what the pistols will be. So I like to just kind of keep my game battle situation going. And what I mean by that is just kind of get the same feel for public as what I do in game battles. But on this class, I'm going with Semtex and Concussion, just like I said, just to keep the game battle feel going. I don't like rolling with portable radar, so one of these classes, I believe, is the Killstreaks one has a portable radar, so that's the only one I do have. That's just for if I'm bored with Specialist, because that's all I ever use is Specialist. But that's just for if I am bored with Specialist and want to get some air support in the air. But on this class I go Scavenger, and the reason I go Scavenger is because it gives you 120 more bullets instead of sleight of hands first, just because of the extra bullets. I mean, it takes 2 kills. You could get 2 kills with that one mag, and then you can reload with sleight of hands. So, and then I'll use quick draw and dead silence. Most of these classes will always have quick draw and dead silence on them because I hate hearing my footsteps, and I like to be able to aim down sights quicker and also throw the grenades quicker. That's a big thing for me. In GB, that's all you ever use anyways, is quick draw and dead silence. The first tier perk is really the only one that changes, and that's just from sleight of hand to extreme conditioning, which I use sleight of hand mostly. The PP90, I believe, is the only one I use extreme conditioning on. But for the MP7, you'll see I use extended mags, and the MP7 is also using focus. Sometimes I switch with focus, and I sometimes go with range, but a lot of times I'll do dual attachments just because I like to roll with the suppressor and extended mags, or suppressor and rapid fire. It just depends on how I'm feeling. This one right here has focus on it, however. Kick, you really don't need it. It doesn't have a whole lot of recoil, so it's not too hard to predict where it's gonna hit, where it's gonna move to. So I mean, range can be somewhat good. I like that on the P90 and the PP90. So focus is what I usually mainly use on the MP7, because if you're getting hit, you can hit them still from focus because it reduces the flinch. But for this one, I am getting sleight of hand and quick draw dead silence. And as you can see, the specialist is Assassin, Scavenger, and Blind Eye. I hate being seen on radar, so that's usually what I want to use on the first slot for specialist is Assassin, just so I could stay off the radar. And the reason I have Blind Eye in there is because if I've had Specialist before and not had Blind Eye in there, it seems to always have a helicopter in the air killing me. I don't know if the Specialist, I thought it was supposed to give you all the perks, but for some reason I'm always getting hit even when I have the Specialist perk, or the Specialist package, and helicopters in the air, I get hit with it. So I've been putting Blind Eye in a lot of these classes just for that reason. But for the next class, it's the P90 with the suppressor, and I believe that is focus again. Yeah, I did have range on it. I was rolling with that. I got a Moab with it the other day. It was actually really good class with range. I don't know why I switched it to focus. I think somebody told me range doesn't really matter on it. So I tried it out with focus and just never had a chance to change it back. And as you can see here, I have Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Dead Silence Pro yet again, with the same exact specialist package. I might even have copied this one and just switched the primary gun for it. But this is actually a really good class. I do use it in game battles sometimes. It's actually a pretty good running gun class. You can hit fire, you can aim down sight. Its recoil is somewhat manageable, not for longer ranges, but not a whole lot of submachine guns are. So it's a pretty good submachine gun, to be honest with you. Next class is the Extended Megs PP90. I have range on this, and this is one of the only classes I use extreme conditioning on, because if it's hip fire, it is so deadly accurate from hip fire. Sometimes it's more accurate than aiming down sight. I do not mind the crosshairs for this. It's not really crosshairs, but it's the aim down sight. When you look at that, it's not too bad on there. So I don't like rolling with red dot like some people do on the PP90, but it is a really good gun. Extended Mags just gives it 50 bullets, I believe, in the magazine, so it's pretty good. As you can see, I'm using Sleight of Hand the first one. I can get the Scavenger later, so that's why Scavenger's on my third specialist package, and of course Assassin. Like I said, I hate being shown up on the UAV, so I'll put that on. And I'll skip this one for right now and go to the M4. The M4, like I said in the previous video, it is an underrated weapon. So I do have that in here with kick, red dot. So it is a pretty strong weapon. I would say it's right behind there with the ACR. I did do pretty good with the G36 the other day, so I would say it goes ACR, SCAR, G36, and then M4. Maybe not in that order, because I do like the M4 a lot. But in this one, I'll be rolling with Scavenger again, and then Sleight of Hand, just because, like I said, it gives you 120 extra bullets, and you could kill people with one magazine, 2 people with one magazine, and then you could just reload. And it looks exactly the same as the ACR, as you can see. And that would be for the M4. I do, like I said, want to stay off the map from Assassin, UAV, then Blind Eye. And I don't know why I was rolling with the USP here, but I think I just forgot to change to the 44 Magnum, just because I was screwing around with this class a lot. But for the last class, I like to use kill streaks on. Like I said, this is the only class I use portable radar on. This is kind of just for me to screw around a little bit, not for gameplays, but just to get some air support in the air just for fun. And this is using Scavenger, Quick Draw, and Dead Silence. I like Scavengers just because I like the ACR and I don't want to pick up other people's weapons. I can do that, but I don't like to, because some people have some weird setups. Like, I've seen like thermal scopes on, I don't even know, G36 or something like that, and it's just completely ridiculous, unneeded. So I like to sort of just go with this and have Scavenger. And of course you can see the Predator, the Reaper, and the Pavlo. The Reaper is actually really good kill streak, but I don't use this class a whole lot. The main ones I use is the ACR, the MP7, and the PP90. But that'll conclude the Create a Class show. I will show you guys real quick let's see, my setup. Here's the sensitivity. I don't have these created any further just because I can see everybody right now. I don't usually have voice volume that loud, but for some reason I do, and then the game volume is usually up. But this is what I use as to sensitivity and tactical, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.